Hey guys, Sunny here with some more Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. We just got out of the old ruins and we are moving forward with the rest of this game. So I'm going to jump forward and take out this Cath Hound as soon as he comes around that. Stop running away from me, you crazy Cath Hounds. Hey, come back here. Seriously, where are you going? You trying to find a buddy? Because that's what you did, I guess. He's just running away repeatedly. And non-stop. This is really annoying. Stand and fight, you stupid monster thing. So I'm starting to gain less and less experience from these guys. These ones used to give me 200, now they're giving me 150. So there's the path south and another path south. So I need, what, 5,000? No, 10,000 experience to level up. That is going to be quite a
What can I do?
hurdle to get over. But that's okay. So I've got 3 things I'm working on, trying to solve the feud between those two families, between the Matale and the Sondrel. And Bastila, you need to freaking keep up. I'm actually going to see if I can get some different members of my party. I'm going to remove Bastila and Mission, and I'm going to add Zalbar and Canderous. Mostly I'm doing this for fun. So level up. Give him, what do they recommend for him? Strength. He usually uses ranged weapons, so we might give him more dexterity. Skills. Treat injury. Feats. He does not use 2 weapons the vast majority of the time. He does have this heavy weapon bonus. What about improved toughness? Dueling. We're going to give him the Master Power Blast. Or maybe we'll give him conditioning. Yeah, we'll just give him Master Power Blast. We have another level up for him. So treat injury. Now we can give him the improved conditioning. And should have a few levels here for Zalbar as well. Only 3 points there, so we're going to put those all into computer use. Feats, Uncanny Dodge 2. I think I was having him be a duelist, so we'll add that feat. Roll up again. Attributes, they recommend a little dexterity for him, but I'm going to go with strength because I'm having him use melee weapons most of the time. Let's see, awareness is a class skill, computer use is a class skill as well. And we'll hit accept. Implant level 3. He can actually use implants. Most of my team members cannot. So on computer use, I'm going to lower computer use slightly. Put a few more into repair. And what kind of feats can we get from him? We can give him a master power attack. Or we can give him dueling level 3. That's what we're going to do. And we can actually give you a better weapon as well. We can give you a vibro sword. Or Mission's vibro blade. Actually, that's working out quite well for him. How about the vibro double blade? Pretty hefty in Zalbar's bowcaster, so we'll go with the vibro sword. Let's see what else we can do. Give him the strength amplifiers, a Mandalorian melee shield. He has an energy shield already. And give him this response package, since it's the only implant I have, and he's the only person on my team who can actually use implants. Alright, where is Mr. Matale and his household? home. There's the grove again, but I think I already accomplished everything that I can accomplish in the grove. Actually, there's a completely different part of the grove that I have not explored yet. Oops. That's a little embarrassing on my part. I'm going to engage the Cath Hounds now. Alright, come on. Keep power attacking these guys. How about a flurry? There we go. Another critical strike. What is over here? I guess I kind of came this way one time. I remember seeing this guy. I just didn't explore the rest of this. Alright, Bulak. Padawan, your arrival here is well timed. Oh, really? Who are you and what do you want? I am Boluk, a Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both the suspects and I speak Basic and Huttese. I was going to handle this case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you have been learning your lessons at the Academy. Can you start speaking Basic, please? Although you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you can assist me in sorting out the truth from the lies. Sure. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I have brought an information retrieval droid with access to the archives at both the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts with the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence you think you need, run through the possible scenario with me. Alright, so let me get started. If you are unable to come to a satisfactory resolution, then I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. According to the account of the participants, 3 men were out here in the field together earlier, before the clouds broke. I find that very odd, for most people would seek shelters indoor when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds as it was earlier today. But that is not the most puzzling aspect of this case. The dead man, Kaldar Nedik, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for testing. The other 2 men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was handed gold. He was unarmed. The other was Riddick Losov, who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men said they did not do anything and that they came across the body, but both also accused the other. Obviously, there is more to this than we have been told. Is there anything else I should know? There is one last thing. When I arrived, Handon was holding his side, and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there's anything else you need, I'll remain here while you question the witnesses. Okay. You, sir. Let's go see if there's anything on the body. Body of Kaldar Nedik was apparently shot from behind with a blaster.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov.
No, I don't think he's stumped.
Figure this out and let me get out of here.
I think he's... Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with?
Really?
And send that
Sounds like you
whiner
shot
Handon
the
to
guy.
prison he belongs in.
Sounds like you shot the guy thinking he was an animal. What about you, Handon?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Nope.
Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Alright, let's talk to the droid.
Greetings, Padawan. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Netic, Rickard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body? Let's go with that one first.
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Any other information? What can you tell me about these planes?
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by Kath hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
I will have more questions
Very
later.
well. I will be here to assist you.
So to go talk to the Twi'lek again? Yes. Is there something I can do to help you in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. Yeah, let's go with that. Very well. We should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each piece of the puzzle, we will no doubt resolve the case. Handon said that he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadow of the rocks holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said that he was hunting Iriaz, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot at it. It is possible that Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally, and Halder may have found the body, but that seems a very unlikely explanation. It is more likely that at least one of them is lying. Okay, why couldn't it just be a hunting accident? Obviously, one of these men is not telling us something, but where does the truth lie? I do not know. Perhaps you should examine the witnesses' stories more closely. Also, you can always speak with the information retrieval droid to gain access to data from the Jedi Enclave that pertains to the case. That's what I'm working on doing. Alright, let's start talking to the droid again.
Is there any other information you need?
Let's see. What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis. Is there any other...
Same thing. Alright, more questions
Very well.
later. Let's interrogate these guys again.
So, what do you want to know?
Baluk said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Let's see, I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those Kath hounds acting up. but they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handed standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
No, you cannot.
Ah, please. So, what do you want to know?
Nothing more right
Right.
now. All right, how about you, Handed? What else do you have?
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yes, you did. I want to ask you something
How can
else.
I be of further assistance?
Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Do you often run around the plains?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say.
All right. That's all for now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
You're a little too eager to help, it seems.
Is there any other information you need?
Let's see. I'll have more
Very
questions
well.
later.
I will be here to assist you.
All right, two-leg dude. What is going on? I will continue my investigation. Let's see. I want to discuss the murder. Very well. We should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each piece of the puzzle, we will no doubt resolve the case. Handon said that he was nearby, heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. Said Rickard came out of the shadows of the rocks, holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said he was hunting Iriaz, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot at it. So yes, this is just the... I do not know. Perhaps you should examine the witnesses' stories more closely. Also, you can always speak with the information retrieval droid to gain access to data from the Jedi Enclave that pertains to the case. Alright, where's the body? Where's the... What? You jerkwad. You may leave if you wish.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these plains.
These plains are rife with wild animals. There have been over 30 small farms and holdings. Is there any?
Nope.
Very well.
Let's see, and let's see if I can talk to these guys again.
So, what do you want to know?
What did you see happen?
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back.
Alright, I want to ask you something else.
What do you want to know?
I think we're good
Right.
for now. And let's go ask... So you have the murder
How can I be of further
gun?
assistance?
What did you see happen?
Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do. How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing more for now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So you have a gun. You've been holding evidence from me, you jerkwad. Is there something I can help you with in this investigation? Yeah, you can give me the freaking gun and let me look at it. Alright, let's keep talking to these guys.
So, what do you... Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Alright, I want to ask you something else. Seems
So,
like
what do
every
you
time I
wanna
click
know?
on these new options, there's something else.
I told you already, didn't I? Was in my blind a little south. Now, I don't have nothing to do with it.
Not just yet.
So,
Alright.
Right.
And let's try this next guy now.
How can I be of further assistance?
Are you holding your side? You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yes, yes, you
Of
did.
course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
All right, droid, you have any information for
Is
us?
there any other... My preliminary Is there any...
Nope. I'll have more questions
Very
later.
well. I will be here to assist you.
So this is actually quite the conundrum. I can't figure out
So,
what
what do you
these guys
wanna
are
know?
saying. Let's see.
Well, I was out hunting areas south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Calder must have been hunting at him.
That's all for now. All right, so I think you're both lying. I want to discuss the murder. Can you find the piece? So most of these we've already said. I think Rickard is lying. Why do I believe that Rickard is lying? It was cloudy there. Oh, right. It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Yes, well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Rickard said, the sun would not have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. I did not even think of that. It seems I was correct in assuming that you could help me with this case. This lie doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step in unraveling this mystery. So let us confront Rickard about it now. We should proceed to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about the relationship with the victim. Is there anything else you need? I'll remain here while you question the witnesses. All right, Rickard, what's up?
What do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations.
That gives you some motive.
Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I want to ask you something
So,
else.
what do you want to know?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy.
That's all
Right.
for now. All right, and what about you, Handon?
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him, yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you
How
something
can I be
else.
of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
All right, that's all
Of
for
course,
now.
of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Let's ask the droid something.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about Calder and Handon.
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you
So
need?
he's lying. He has seen him more than once or twice. What about Calder and
According
Riddick?
to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettick about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
That'll be it.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Alright, Luke. I know. Yes, is there something I can help you do in this investigation? I want to discuss it. We know Rickard lied about the sun blinding him while he was shooting, but we need more to go on. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Handon told me he barely knew the victim. On the other hand, Riddick and the victim were business partners. Rickard, not Riddick. However, according to Rickard, they got along quite well. On the surface, neither man seems to have a motive for killing Calder. Handon is lying this time. And why do I believe that? He rented a speeder with Calder. The Southwoods Company record did say that Calder and Handon had rented a land speeder together several times. This shows that he did, in fact, know the victim, but this hardly counts as a motive for murder. I'm afraid I can't accept your judgment on this point. I just said he was lying, that's all. Supposition does not equal evidence. If you are unable to deduce the facts of this case, I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. But since you have talked to the suspects, there is no harm in you trying a bit more. Well, you are a pompous jerk. Let me try something else. Very well. I believe there may yet be a chance of you solving this. Where does the truth lie? Let's see. What other options do I have for... Let's see. If I say Rickard is lying, why do I believe that? They had a fight over business matters. He does not seem like a businessman. He's getting on my nerves. They had a fight over business matters. It's not unusual for business partners to disagree sometimes, but if you found proof that Calder was cheating him, things could escalate to violence. While that certainly is a motive for murder, the case is taking shape. However, you mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps we should now focus on the murder weapon itself. Yeah, can I finally see this weapon? I've wanted to see it for the past 10 minutes. You might want to see what information the witness and the information droid can provide you about the blaster found near the body. Is there anything else you need? I'll remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright, now we want to talk about the gun.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon found near the body? You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
You better come clean. Punch his face in. Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you want? What do you know about the weapon found on the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
So you have some serious motive here. Nothing more. Let's see.
Injured?
That's all for now.
Of course.
And let's talk to Handon now, or Rickard.
So, what do you want to know?
What do you know about... You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
You can't deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right. So, what do you want to know?
I want to know what about the weapon found by the body.
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Echanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Let's see, that's all for
Right.
now. And now let's talk to the droid, see if he has anything for
Is
us.
there any other information you need?
Is the report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there
That's
any other
very
information you need?
suspicious. Tell me about the weapon found at the
We
scene.
cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
I think that's about it. I'll have more
Very
questions
well.
later.
I will be here to assist you.
Well, Luke, what's up? I want to discuss the murder. So what have we determined about the weapon found by the body? The blaster is Handon. He lied about it being stolen. So you've caught Handon in a lie. Interesting. But I think we may need one final piece of the puzzle. What is this final piece? There's a blood sample on the weapon that had been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you could inquire with the information droid about it. Is there anything else you need? I'll remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright, what about this blood sample, droidy?
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Nope. That
Very well.
should be
I
it.
will be here to assist you.
Alright, Handon.
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No.
Just his standard answer.
How can I be?
You wanted to kill Calder for having an affair with your wife.
I
Let's
could block
accuse
off,
him.
maybe, sure, but not kill him. Oh my. I hope you don't find that incriminating. You know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nedick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife. Right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may
Canderous.
hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my...
Alright, that's all for
Of
now.
course.
And I doubt we're going to be able to say anything new from Rickard over
What
here.
do you want to know?
Nope, nothing new for him.
Right.
So we'll talk to Baluk. I want to discuss the murder. I assume the blood on the weapon belongs to the victim, but I want to be thorough. What have we learned about the blood on the weapon? It didn't belong to the victim. That is surprising. So the blood must belong to one of the suspects, but which one? Well, I have to see which one is more injured. I'm going to say it's Handon's blood. Why do I believe that? He's clutching his side. Handon has been moving oddly since I arrived. Perhaps you should examine him a little more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There's blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of blaster wound to his side. It seems there is one likely scenario. Rickard killed Calder for cheating him in business. While shooting Calder, he must have also hit Handon by accident. No, they are both guilty. A bold conclusion, one most people would not arrive at, but we are not like most people. We are Jedi. Still, I would like to know how you came to this conclusion. We know Calder was cheating Rickard in business, but what possible motive could Handon have for wanting Calder dead? Actually, a better motive than the business. He was cheating with his wife. Handon admitted that Calder was having an affair with his wife. Yes, well done. Both men had a reason to want Calder dead. This is my theory of this morning's events. Both men knew Calder would be out here this morning, and each plotted to kill him. Yeah, that's good. Handon found him first and shot him because of the affair Calder was having with his wife. Shortly after, Rickard arrived on the scene. From a distance, he saw Handon and thought it was Calder, so he shot him in retaliation for the credits Calder had cheated him out of in their business. Handon would have dropped his blaster, the one we found at the scene covered in blood. He probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Rickard. That just got ridiculous.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you in the murder and attempted murder of Calder Nedic is evident. Additionally, Rickard Losov can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Handon Gold. I place both of you under the arrest of the Jedi Order and will escort you to holding facilities in the Jedi Enclave. You have done well here. It is obvious you have been studying your lessons carefully. I am sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test. Thank you. Could you speak basic instead? I better get a lot of experience. Good day, and may the Force be with you. How much experience is that little charade gonna give me? Wow, okay, 1,310. So, I'd say that was probably worth it, for the most part. So that will link up right here with the explored part of the grove that I already had. And now we're just going to go down to this unexplored part and see what there is. I don't know if there's actually going to be much down here. Looks like there's the Saundral grounds. So that is everything that we can see at the moment. So we're going to call this video good right here before we go back into the Matale grounds to try and find their son. So hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I will see you next time with more Knights of the Old Republic.